How to create events with Squarespace. Hey everyone, welcome. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, I'll show you step by step how we can actually use our Squarespace account and website and be able to create an events page in Squarespace. Not only a page, but also it obviously will include a lot of events that we can just simply create, edit, and everything. So the first thing, we will need to just go ahead and open up our Squarespace account and then just go to this section here, which is the website builder. Do not edit the site. We will go to the pages tab over here instead, and basically we will start by actually creating the events page itself. So we can just go ahead and click on pages, and then here is going to be completely up to you whether you want it to be from within the navigation section or not linked. I'm just going to create within the not linked. It's not really going to show in the menu here. So click on the plus icon on either one of those, and then from here you will need to select the events page here. So it should be available for you. It says events, so just go ahead and click on that, and then right from here you'll be able to select which layout you want to go for. So either this one on the left or this one on the right with a header basically. I'm just going to go for this one, and then it should be created here for you. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name it events. And right off the bat, you will find that you have already about 5 different events that are already created for you. Those are obviously just for they're just placed here. You can edit them, you can remove them. It's completely up to you. If you want to delete them, you can just click on the 3 icons here, 3 dots I mean, and just click on delete. If you want to edit them, you can just simply click on them and you'll be able to edit them. And here you have all the upcoming events, and you have also the past events that have already happened. And then from the page itself, you'll find that you have the header if you have selected this layout. And if you scroll down, it's just going to show us all the events that are available. So we can get started by creating an event first. So just click on the plus icon on the top here, which is basically allowing you to create a completely new event and not edit any of those. So you can just go ahead and click on the plus icon. And in here, we can just go ahead and get started. You would want to give the event a title. So obviously make it something that makes sense and it's not like too ridiculous, if you know what I mean. Just go ahead and add the title for event here. I'm just going to name it test event. And then here for the details, you can just go ahead and set up the date and time. So just click on that, and you'll be able to set up the date for the start of the event. So we can just go ahead and set it up to be at 27th, and maybe it's going to be starting at let's say 5 p.m. Let's just go for 5:30, and then we can just go ahead and set up when the event actually ends. So just click on event end, and you would want to select maybe same day, and then you would want to make it something like let's just do 9 p.m. So from 5:30 to 9 p.m. or let's just make it 9:30. There you go. Obviously, you can select a completely different date for the end, and you can just go ahead and set up the time for it. So just go ahead and set up the time and date for your event. Click on save, and we have our event here. So we can just go ahead and set up the header for it. So we can just click on edit site header, and here for the time being, I'm just going to actually edit design or add elements. I'm not going to play around with the header right now. What we can do here is we have our title and we have our date and time. Now, if you want to add any content, you can simply do so from here. So we can just go ahead and add, for example, heading 1. Write whatever you want really. So you can just go ahead and add this is a test event, but you can just simply add whatever content that you actually want to add. It's completely up to you what you actually want. And you can also edit section and edit the size and spacing actually for the section here. so we can see it. I'm just going to keep it as large, and if you want to edit the background colors and stuff, you can also do so like that. But I'm just going to go for light 2. And also, you can just go ahead and change this to your liking, so feel free to do anything that you like in here. Now, it is recommended that you already know the type of event that you want. So you can add more elements in here and you will be able to link it to them. So for example, if you are going to have an event and it's through a link somewhere, like it's a different website, you can just go ahead and add a section and maybe add a button. And have that button basically lead them to that link when they actually get to this page. And then, you know, there's a countdown or whatever you want it to be. Or maybe you wanted to add a completely different section, you can also feel free to do so from here. Just click on the plus icon and you can add your buttons, you can add your videos, spacers, you can add your lines. And yeah, just feel free to add whatever you want. Like if you want to also add an image, you can simply do so from here. And yeah, you can just add whatever you want from here. So I'm not really going to be adding anything else. And if you want to edit the site header, feel free to do so. I just did not. This is for the entire site, obviously. But yeah, just go ahead, add whatever you want for this event. And once you're happy with it, we can just simply click on save. Don't publish just yet because there are more settings for it. But just click on save. And now we can just go ahead and exit. And now we should find test event, which is a draft. Now, if we just go ahead and click on the 3 dots and click on settings, here are going to be some more stuff that we can add, like the image for it, which is going to show up like those images here. So if we just go back to our events page, you can see image, 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 and so on. Obviously, ours is not showing up because it's a draft, so we cannot really see it. But we would want to add an image just so you know it actually is going to look like this. So again, just click on the 3 dots, click on settings, and you would want to add an image. I don't really have any images here that are going to be proper, but I'm just going to add anything here, like this one, for the sake of this example at least. And then here we can just go ahead. I should have searched for images, but anyways, regardless, you can add your description here. So if you can just want to talk to people about this event, you would want to let them know exactly what this event is for. So you could just think of it as a description. So just go ahead and add this, and it's going to also show up for people, so people will read it. So just make sure it is professional, it's not random words. The event URL, you can just simply go ahead and set it up. I'm just going to leave it as it is. And then the author is going to be yourself. And if you want to add your source URL, you can also do so. But we can just move on to the next setting here, which is options, which we can basically set up the status for us. We can make it published right away. And we can just set up the date for it. And if we go back, we can add some tags, we can add some categories, or even allow comments to be added to this event. I'm just going to leave it off, and we can also make it a featured event if you want. Now for SEO, you would want to set up your SEO title and description, which are going to show in the search engines like so. So this is the title and this is the description. Just make sure you have the keywords proper for them and everything is set. Now, social image is going to be an alternative image that is going to show up for the event, but this one is going to be the main one, the image right here. So just focus on this one. If you want to add this one, it's completely up to you. If you don't, just don't do it. And then we have share and location, which are self-explanatory. So we can just go ahead and click on share, save, and we have it down here. So now it is completely up and running, and we have it set up and everything. If you want to edit another event, you can just click on it, and you'll be able to just go ahead and just edit whatever you want. You just make sure you click on edit on the top left, and you'll be able to just do so. And the last thing that I want to show you is that we can, if I can just go back to the page itself for the events, We can actually adjust this entire page, obviously, just like any other page from within Squarespace. If you don't want it to look this way, you can simply change it. Just click on edit and you'll be able to just go ahead and change it. Click on manage events and it's going to show you this. But if we click on the settings for the events tab itself, it's even going to show us more settings here. So the page title is going to be events, navigation title is events, the slug for URL, enable page, which is obviously going to be turned on, and keep it as on as long as you want people to actually access it. And you can simply add a password to it if you would like. But we also have the SEO settings, social media, social image, if you want to upload one. But we also have the advanced here, so we can actually go ahead and manage categories to add them, manage tags, and also page header code injection if you want to add some code. And obviously the normal editor, just click on edit and edit whatever section you want. With that being said, this is pretty much how to create events with Squarespace. It is built in, no third-party applications needed. I hope that you found this video to be helpful, and thanks for watching.